guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and let's get right into this video. So today we are going to be doing a nail set that I have been wanting to do for kind of a while now. I've been seeing this nail set all over Instagram. So here's our inspiration for today. It's this French tip cherry blossom nail set and I just love it so much. I've seen different styles where they've done the cherry blossoms but they used acrylic to make like 3D flowers, or I've seen them draw on the flowers just with some gel polish. But I like easy nail art. I just like it when nail art is easy, so I choose the easiest option. So for our cherry blossom that we're going to do today, we're going to do what the inspiration nail set has, and they use these 3D flower charms that we've been using a few times in the past, and they also use some of these 3D butterflies. So that's what we're going to be using. I just think it's the easiest way to do this cherry blossom nail art. And for the polygel, we're just going to need a nude polygel and a white polygel to create our French tip, and we're also going to need some brown gel polish for the cherry blossom branches, and that is pretty much all we're gonna need. So let's just get right into this nail set. Okay, so here are how my natural nails are looking, and you guys have seen the nail prep so many times before, so let's just speed through it today. So I just have a peel off base coat on my nails, and I went ahead and sized out all the nail tips. Now we're just going to glue them on with some base coat. Okay, so I have all the nails glued on. Now let's just trim them down. I don't know how long I really want to make these. Okay, so I think this is a good length. Now I'm just going to reshape the nail tips. I'm just going to blend the nail tip with the natural nail, and I'm just going to file in the sides just like a little bit. Okay, so I have the nail tips all shaped and I removed the shine from all of them. Next, I'm just going to add on a layer of base coat. Okay, so base coat is on. Now let's get into this polygel application. So we're going to be doing some French tips, and I'm just going to use this nude polygel from Makartt. So for the French tip, we're going to start at the cuticle area, and we're just going to make that like rounded almond shape with the nude polygel. So I just added a bead of this at the cuticle area of my nail. And I'm just going to push this back towards the cuticle and try to make it as seamless as I can. You still want to have a tiny gap between the skin and the polygel. And also, you know, make sure you're cleaning up around the cuticle so that you don't get any flooding. Okay, so here's what I decided to do for the nude part. So I decided to go for a more deep French tip. Love deep French tips. I just love how they look. I like how the tip color comes all the way down the sides of the nails. And I tried to make this part really long as well, but this part isn't really thick enough. When you're doing French tip, I suggest making this nude part pretty thick, not super thick, of course. If the first layer turns out like this, I would say definitely add another layer, because if the tip color becomes thicker than this nude part, then you're gonna have to really do a lot of filing, and the nail's probably going to turn out too thin because this nude part is not thick enough. So I'm going to go ahead and add another layer of the Nude Polygel. Okay, so I have this part of the nail done. Now I'm gonna do the same thing on the rest of the nails. Okay, so all of the nude part of the nail is done. So I'm going to wipe off the sticky layer. And now I'm going to reshape this part just to make sure it's nice and crisp. Okay, so I finished shaping this part of the nail. Now we're going to move on to the tips of the nails, and we're going to be making them white. So this is just kind of like a classic French tip, honestly, but the cherry blossom nail art is going to make this like 10 times better. So I'm just going to add a whole bunch of white polygel at the tip of the nail, and I'm just going to make sure to get polygel all the way down the sides and everything. Trust the process, okay? So I'm going to get smoothing this all out. Okay, so here's how the nails are looking after all the polygel is on, and I love these nails already. I really love French tips, and these are just so pretty. I have my Makartt dust collector here and a hand file, and we're just gonna get reshaping these nails. Okay, so here's how the nails are looking after they have been shaped. I'm a little bit nervous to do the branches, I'm not gonna lie, but let's just get started with this nail art. So I just have some brown gel polish here, so I'm just gonna try and draw on these branches. This is kind of like a tester. I'm just gonna kind of do whatever and hope it looks good. This brush might not be the best brush to use for this, but I'm still gonna use it. I'm having a bit of an issue trying to get this off. I think I probably should have put some top coat under here. I think I'm gonna wipe this off. Okay, let's get this top coat on here. Okay, now let's actually do the nail art. Is that good? Is that like branchy enough? I feel like it looks good, but is it good? Like when I place on the flowers, are the flowers gonna make sense? I think I'm just gonna cure it. I feel like it's nice. Okay, so let's move on. We're gonna first add on that layer of top coat. Okay, now let's continue on with this nail art. Okay, we have the branches drawn on. I don't know if they're really good. I'm kind of nervous for this, honestly. So we're gonna move on now. And the next step is to add on the decoration. So I'm gonna adhere all this stuff with top coat. So I'm just gonna put a layer of top coat on the nail. And this is just gonna be our final layer as well. So I'm just gonna get adding on these pink flowers. And I'm also gonna add on one of these butterflies. These are really thick. Oh my gosh, look at these flowers. Bright orange, not what we were going for. No, yeah, they're gonna turn back. I don't understand why they have to change though in the light. It kind of looks good for some reason though. I kind of like it. Anyways, we're just gonna continue adding on these flowers and the butterflies. I think it's cute though. I feel like I can't really tell yet until they're all done. Okay, well, we have all the nail decorations on now, but we have to wait for all this to change back to the right color. And this pink color flower takes a really long time to change back. These ones are changing back, but yeah, it took way too long for that. I'll just be back when they're changed color. Okay, so the flowers are pretty much almost all the way turned back. They're really supposed to look like this, but they're just a little bit slightly still orange. But I'm just gonna finish off the nail set. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add on some cuticle oil. And here are how the nails turned out. Let me know what you guys think of this nail set in the comments. I really love how these turned out. These are just so cute. I love the cherry blossom design. I love how this is a cherry blossom nail set. I never thought we'd do a cherry blossom set, honestly, but this is just such a cute design. I just had to. So first of all, the French tips. I really like how the French tips turned out. I really tried to make the nude part long and skinny, and I really like classic French tips as well, like just the nude and the white. But the nail art, like the branches, I think it looked good in the end. I was a little bit nervous when no flowers or butterflies were on, because I'm like, this looks a little bit weird. But with the flowers and the butterflies, it just looks so good. And I'm glad we went for the easy version of this, because I don't know how to do 3D nail art with polygel, and I don't want to use acrylic, and I also didn't want to draw the flowers on. This was just a great way for me. And the branches were pretty easy. I would just say have a reference picture. And I also think that the butterflies being kind of like that darker pink color added the perfect contrast, and the butterflies were also just a good addition to the nail set. But yeah, those are my thoughts on this nail set. I really do like how it turned out. But that is pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will talk to you all next time. Bye!